Australian wine industry is booming. Celebrated at home and abroad, the fruit of the vine is contributing more than $2 billion to the local economy. The export market has multiplied more than 100-fold in the last 15 years, with sales of over 1 billion, or 3% of the world market. The future of the industry has never looked brighter. Three factors have contributed to this phenomenal growth. Consistent high quality, value for money, and branding. The industry matches the best in the world in technical expertise and innovation. It is against this background of excellence that a company began operation in 1975, purchasing small parcels of cork from Portugal and selling them to the local wine industry. Today, Anthony Smith Australasia has a turnover in excess of $32 million, supplying and manufacturing a variety of packaging products to the Australian wine industry.
The company today is recognised as one of the major cork closure manufacturers in the world, which is early days in this particular segment of the industry. I think the company is generally held to be in the forefront of technical development of synthetic closures. I think the company is very highly regarded as a capsule supplier, both in still wine and sparkling. I think the company is on the edge of expanding dramatically overseas.
The company produces products in 4 main categories, with operations and affiliates in North and South America, Europe, South Africa, and the Asia-Pacific region. ASA is a truly global operation. From the centuries-old art of making wine corks, technology has improved a product with unique properties to match the demands of modern bottling machinery and to keep pace with increasing consumer demand for quality wines. With its quality control operation in the heart of the cork manufacturing region of Portugal, ASA is able to source the finest product to match its own exacting demands. Before any processing takes place at the treatment plant in South Australia, the corks are subject to extensive sensory evaluation in the laboratory. Then the corks are cleaned to remove surface dust. They are then printed on the top, bottom and sides for both branding and identification. And finally, the corks are humidified prior to application of the specially developed surface coating. This coating has been designed to maximize sealing properties and enhance the insertion ability during bottling, and yet still enable easy extraction of the cork. Strict quality control is maintained throughout every step of the process to ensure the customer's customers keep coming back for more. Increased competition means that there are now over 100,000 wine brands available on the global market. Creating distinctive brand personality has become the key to success.
Branding is such an important part of wine marketing. It in the consumer's mind presents a picture of quality and consistency and presentation. I mean, the total packaging is the bottle, the label, and the capsule, and the combination of those three, separately and collectively, are the things that really generate that shelf presence.
Anthony Smith Australasia is Australia's premier manufacturer of foil, polylaminate and heat shrink PVC capsules. With 2 specially modified rotogravure printing presses, capsules can be produced in multiple colors with photo quality reproduction. Registered matte and gloss finishes can be applied to provide even greater branding options. And for total flexibility and production control, ASA prints, slits and forms capsules all within the one production facility.
We work very well with Anthony Smith Australasia, from product development through to using their products within our packaging area. As far as product development is concerned, we work in right at the beginning, the stages where we design products. We're working on something new, we talk to them, we trial it. They come to us with ideas and we follow that right through to the finished product, and that process, depending what it is, may take some months or even in some instances a year or so to develop.
ASA also produces plain capsules in a variety of colours, designs and finishes. This provides an economical solution for the boutique wine producer with a smaller production run. These capsules can be customised with hot foil stamping and printing in up to 7 colours. Quality is always the primary objective. The company is ISO 9000 accredited. All printed materials and formed capsules are inspected throughout every stage of production. With its primary focus on the customer, ASA is constantly seeking new and innovative product development opportunities.
Similar to the polymer used in this.
This has resulted in Integra, a synthetic wine closure developed specifically in response to the growing demand for alternative closures on Australia's booming wine export business. Integra is injection molded and is designed to exactly emulate the dynamics of the natural wine cork. With one vital difference: wine spoilage due to cork taint is now completely eliminated. Importantly, Integra can be inserted by existing bottling line equipment with little or no machine modification.
The development of Integra came about by a knowledge of a general industry dissatisfaction with the nature of the traditional method of closing a bottle of wine, which is a natural wine cork. Because ASA has been traditionally a supplier of cork products to the wine industry in Australia for over 20 years, we were aware of the problems that were associated with cork, and we set out to develop a product which would overcome many of these problems. The Integra is basically what we call a structurally foamed product in plastics jargon. What this means is the product actually has a solid outer skin, and the internal part of the closure is foamed, similar to a sponge or a foamed effect. The inner foam is there basically to give the product the ability to be deformed, because to put a cork into a bottle, it has to be compressed from its natural size of around about 21.5 millimetres down to 15 millimetres in diameter to get it to actually compress and go into the neck of the bottle. And it is necessary to have an elastic product. Elasticity comes about because of this foam structure. And using foam as an ingredient in a blown plastic product is not a very common technology around the world. There are only a handful of people that have done this successfully, and this is the secret to our product.
This product has been received so well by the wine industry that some liquor distributors have specified that all their suppliers must use only Integra closures.
We've tested a number of closures, not only Integra, we've run our own tests for the last 9 to 12 months, and we found that the Integra comes out in terms of chemical tests i.e. ensuring that the SO2 levels are maintained, as well as anything else. I think probably, as well as that, one of the key things in the marketplace that we work in, which is predominantly the hotel and restaurant industry, is that it is more easily extracted from the bottle. There are certain corkscrew extractors which actually push other synthetic corks back into the bottle, and that's very important, particularly in hotels where they need speed of service. So it doesn't do that. And I think also we've found through our tests that we've had no leaking problems, whereas we've had some difficulties with other closures.
The development of this innovative product now means that the connoisseur and the coiffeur alike can consume their favorite wine, confident of consistent quality and flavor. The growth of ASA has closely paralleled that of the Australian wine industry in recent years. This is no coincidence. Commitment to excellence and quality is the driving force. And that commitment has seen phenomenal and consistent year-on-year growth for over a decade.
My vision for the future for the company and its associated companies overseas is to build on the base of the products that we have invented, to also develop further products along those lines, for example for spirit and also sparkling wine closures. I also believe that we have a very good opportunity to spread into the food markets, such as olive oils and vinegars, that we've already received a large amount of inquiries for. So therefore I see a large amount of the company's activities and growth being overseas rather than domestic. By the same token, the domestic market in Australia is our base. It is a market where we will do a lot of our future innovations as we have in the past. It's a market that we've got to satisfy, and a market that I believe that we've got to maintain our strong domestic base.
Success is never an accident. It takes hard work, dedication, single-mindedness, and above all, customer focus. With this fundamental philosophy as ASA's driving force, the future looks very positive indeed.